Well, good morning, my radio friends, to this early morning edition of my little contribution to the YouTube world. So, I was thinking this morning of, well, frankly, I got up this morning exceptionally early, and because I had a couple of things at work that were on my mind, and hey, it just happens, but I guess one of the disadvantages to having sometimes sleep issues is that there's always radio that is compelling you out of bed as well at 4 a.m. So you wake up and you're kind of ticked that you're up so early and you can't get back to sleep, and then you immediately think, oh, I could make a cup of coffee and go listen to the radio for DX at night, and then you're kind of up and out of bed. So it's a, I don't know, it's a hobby hazard, I guess, to maybe lose some sleep over it. But anyway, so I'm here in my basement. It's really cold. So two things. I was thinking, well, this would be perfect time to make a video. It's just a perfect moment. I don't want to ruin the moment with video, but sometimes you want to capture something good. And secondly, I just woke up not too long ago, and I don't want to be seen by anybody. And I think one of the things that people like about my videos is that for some people, is that I'm actually talking on camera. It's not just two hands and a radio, which, by the way, I think is an awesome name for a radio channel. When I saw Two Hands and a Radio, I thought, oh, what a great title. I really appreciate it, and I like the show. But I didn't really want to be that. I thought I had something different to offer. Anyway, let's get back to this. This is my beautiful Panasonic 3100. This is a, I don't want to talk too much about it because it's, I can say a lot more about it, and I want to leave some stuff for some other videos, but it's a great radio. And as many of you know, I was playing around with the Texan S8800, which I got recently, and have been enjoying. But I do, there comes a time that you decide, well, you know what, maybe I'll put another one of my radios up in the vaulted position, which is front and center on my desk. And that's kind of a rotating cast. It's, I consider my desk like this grand old theater, and each show has its run for a while, and then it goes on to something else. So this is I'm beginning a new run, a revival of the Panasonic 3100, which is an analog radio, and the reason that I really like it is because I enjoy it tuning medium wave, which is what I'm doing tonight. Anyway, I'll save some other stuff about it for later. So I was tuning medium wave, and first of all, I want to apologize for the hissing, kind of a noisy audio this morning. That's because I have a space heater that is operating about a foot from my feet. I mean, it's really rather chilly in my basement. It's kind of uncomfortably chilly. Oh, and I also want to apologize for I have a lot of focus problems, and with my this webcam, which is the easiest camera for me to use. It doesn't make the best videos for these kind of close-ups, but it's by far the easiest one because I can just slide it over and turn it on and don't worry about batteries or anything. But sometimes it's kind of out of focus, so I tried my hardest to get the kind of that part in sharp focus, and the rest is, obviously as you move out from the center, it gets a little less. It's not really designed. I think webcams, I guess for this one, even though it has a focus feature on it, I think it's probably optimized for, you know, 18 inches or 2 feet or something for focus. And right now it's about 9 or 10 inches away from the radio. Anyway, all that being said, I'll just share a moment of what I was doing before I decided to make a video. So here's a freak. This is what I was doing this morning. I did some antenna modifications, and I picking up some stuff some stations that I haven't been able to pick up for a while, or rather ever on my antenna. So I was just kind of tuning around, and I have my log here that I've been referring to, all the stations that I've logged in. But now I'm finding ones that don't have any entry at all. So I was listening to 910 AM. This is in the northern New Jersey area, and it's pretty vacant at night right now, anyway. But there's something there, and I don't know about your area, but in the northern New Jersey area, there's lots of, there's a lot of, probably more than half of the AM band has a very strong, reliable nighttime station. That's a lot of stations, you know. I realize some of you who are listening in areas that have very few AM stations. I don't know. You can tell me. How about that? I'm just guessing that there's many, many fewer. I remember moving to. I guess I'm always aware of AM. The number of AM stations whenever I'm traveling and I'm trying to tune something on AM, and you're like, holy crow, there's nothing here. You know, there's like 2 AM stations in the whole area, or you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, to be here and to be able to reliably get at any time of the day or night, probably at least half of the entire band is pretty cool. But there are, and I have a log here, and I've showed this before. I don't know if that's going to come through. It's okay. So here's my log. I've seen this before. So where am I? 910. Oops, I'm way down here at the bottom. 910. So here's the frequency, and this first column is a station, a daytime station. I'm sorry, 910. A daytime station. So WRKL in New City, I can kind of get, and it's really faint on my log as an indication of the this was a real fringe. And you can see I've got nothing yet logged for 910 at nighttime. This is a nighttime or DX column. So this, I can look at my chart here right away and see lots of evening opportunities or DX opportunities for me. Well, these bold ones are going to be really strong coming in at night on any one of those channels. And as you can see, hey, that's pretty cool. Washington, Nashville, Chicago, Boston, Montreal. I mean, this is these are kind of easy catches at night. This is not difficult. But like I probably said before, for heaven's sakes, it's radio. It shouldn't have to be difficult. I mean, just enjoy it. Just listen to it, and you don't have to. You don't have to get all kinds of crazy equipment to just get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So anyway, there you see. Obviously, there's a lot left to do, and put that aside for now. But I keep forgetting to turn this microphone every time I change my position here. So I'm listening to 910. So now there's something coming in, and it's stronger than it was before. I still don't know what it is. So this is what I was doing. For station ID there. This is what I was doing before I started to roll the camera. Basically listening to static like this, trying to hear something, and I did hear that station earlier. It's coming in stronger now. I'm not going to obsess too much about this because I'll find that station. That's not the important thing. I'll get it later at some point. That'll be my new target. My new obsession is what's on 910. But just a word, and I probably want to do more about this in a different video. The RF gain is for doing medium wave stuff is just so important. I think it's important to me, and I'm guessing it's important to a lot of others because they wouldn't bother to have it. Why else would you want to actually reduce the sensitivity of your radio? Well, there's good reasons for that, and one is to cut out all the mush that's around it and really sharpen this one signal that's there. So, just for an example, okay, there's 910, and I've got the RF gain. It's a little fuzzy, I know. I've got the RF gain all the way to 0. I guess I could sharpen that in if you wanted. This. That's a little better. I've got the RF gain all the way to 0. And I could still hear that whatever that station was. I think there's 2. I feel like we're getting close to a station ID. That's why I'm stopping. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to get sidetracked with that another time. But you can see what happens when I turn up the gain. Now it's basically picking up everything. But basically, it's pushing the entire signal down. If you could visualize it on one of those SDR things, the signal would be this jagged line pretty high across the grid, but turning the gain down in effect just kind of lowers everything on that list, but it sometimes can cancel out some unwanted noise, and you just get the strong signal that you want. That's a good signal now. I could definitely ID that eventually. So anyway, I'm not going to belabor that. The RF gain is a really good feature on a radio, and I'm so disappointed when good radios don't have it. The S8800 doesn't have it. It has a DX local switch, which, as far as I can tell, doesn't do anything. It has really no effect. Some of the C-Crane radios, which I really like, don't have that either, and that's a little frustrating. But anyway, what are you going to do? So anyway, there's some kind of assorted musings about medium wave. I know this is getting to be a long video, and I thought it might be interesting for some. But anyway, I'm going to get back to whatever I was doing and start. It's about 5:30 here in New Jersey, and the house starts waking up after 6, so I got a little time yet to play for a few more minutes and get back to doing something. Doing the kinds of things I should be doing. Let's put it that way. Anyway, so thanks for watching. See you next time.